Well, hi, Mark, and welcome to Spoilers Maybe. I am your host in a tuxedo, and I'll be joined later by Nami, who will throw a football at me. Today we'll be watching The Room. In this movie dream, we follow a banker named Johnny and his fiancée Lisa as they creepily flirt with a college student who wanders into their bedroom. Now, even though Johnny did not hit Lisa, she cheats on him with his best friend Mark, which Peter thinks is a bad idea because he's a psychologist, and Lisa's mom definitely has breast cancer. Anyway, Nami's pretty excited to see this, but we'll see how it goes. So we are about to watch The Room. I'm sure that if you're familiar with this movie, you just cringed a little bit, or got a really stupid grin on your face.
Like this.
Yeah, like your grin that you're giving me right now.
See me.
You're for some reason looking forward to this movie. Why is that?
I know it's gonna hurt, but I at least know the hurt is coming. It'll be like ripping a band-aid off instead of just getting punched in the face. I know very few things. Here's what I know. It takes place on a roof.
Okay.
Over 50% of the movie is on the roof. Every GIF I've seen has been on the roof, so I don't know if the roof scene is just especially hilarious because of the weird acting that goes on the roof, or if it's like the roof is his safe place that he goes to after he has his mental breakdown, which I assume is the whole movie.
So are you predicting, obviously, that he has a mental breakdown?
Yeah. I don't think we're supposed to feel sorry for him. Part of me wonders if this is kind of like American Psycho, where you don't really feel bad for the main character. Like, you kind of want him to win in a weird way, but not really at the same time, because you're like, oh man, you're just a jerk. I've also heard that this movie is terribad. And that is kind of why I'm a little excited to see it. Not to, like, laugh at a train wreck, but I want to see for myself how quote-unquote bad this could be. But also, like, I've heard this movie is infamous. Like, if you haven't seen it yet, I will let you know in about 5 minutes if you should see it or not. Because by then, we'll be in the post-show talking about my predictions. All right. I bet he's like an artist or something. Like, he's a photographer.
Okay.
But I think this takes place in quote-unquote modern day. So it's, like, not a period piece again. Okay. I don't even think it happens in the 80s. I think it's just, like, a nondescript period of time between a few people. I think the main character has relationship issues.
What do you think the conflict is about?
Oh, crap. Well, okay, so I think the relationship level is she's a fiancé, I guess, and maybe it's about she wants him to, like, move out of the house. Because it's also called The Room. So I think he has, like, a weird obsession with, like, wherever he's currently living, and because she wants him to move to, like, the suburbs and, like, start a family and become normal, he doesn't like that because there's something in the room. Oh, this is getting dark already. Oh.
Like a Telltale Heart scenario.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
I hope that doesn't actually happen.
No comment. Do you know what this main character sounds like?
I have no idea.
Okay, that'll be fun. I can't ask if you know any of the actors.
Nope.
Do you know any of the other characters that might be in here?
Mark? I think Mark is in this film.
Okay.
I don't know who Mark is. But I think that's his friend.
Okay.
Because he was pretty okay to see Mark. He was like, oh, hey, Mark. Oh, maybe Mark is his secret lover. Or his therapist. And Mark makes him feel better. Oh. Or Mark is a fever dream.
Yeah, you're going to have to pick one of these.
We'll just stick with Mark being a friend. Okay. I think Mark is a friend.
Who do you think his fiancée is?
I bet she works with animals.
Okay.
And I bet they're doing that to make her seem, like, extra loving and kind and nice. Because you kind of have to paint those two dichotomies, I think. And, like, obviously opposites attract, so. Oh, and I've only seen clips of him sitting on a roof screaming and throwing a TV. So I assume, yes, that they need to have her be something where it makes her seem to be the nicest person. The perfect blonde wife. So I'll even call that she's blonde, because that's idealistic.
All right.
She comes with a picket fence.
These are bonus questions because they're sort of leading questions.
Okay.
What quote-unquote sport do you think they play, if any?
Tennis. But golf is in my head. Okay, can I change golf to the horse thing? What's that game with the horses?
Polo?
Yeah. That seems nudie. I'm going to be mad if it's golf.
How many sex scenes do you predict in this movie?
Wait, what are we about to watch?
You can say none if you don't want there to be any. Maybe your prediction can will it out of existence.
Well, if you put it like that, I'm going to go with 5.
Okay.
5 sex scenes, and I'll be horrified if that's even close to right. Ugh.
Well, I feel like anything I ask is going to just give something away, and I kind of want you to experience this fresh, so
You're such a gentleman.
I'm not gonna spoil any plot points, if you can call them that.
All right, let's do this.
So I guess we'll just go ahead and watch it. We'll be right back. So now your life will forever be lived having watched The Room.
Yep. So, okay. I heard that this movie was really bad. And I believed people when they said that, but I didn't believe on what level. I'm impressed. It was... Let's get to my predictions for this movie. Oh, God.
You did say that it takes place on a roof.
Yeah.
Because that's all you had seen of the movie.
Yep.
Not quite.
50%, though.
Yeah, not quite as much as you thought. You certainly called that he had a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
If he had any sanity to begin with, it was gone by the end. Modern day for when it was shot, I guess so.
Yay!
He was something to do with banking. That was his career.
Well,
not
he
artist.
did his career stuff good.
Although not good enough to get that promotion. He did have a fiancée, and she was blonde. You were right on the money with that.
But wrong with her being nice.
They in no way tried to portray her as being nice.
No.
Mark was his friend.
Mark was his
friend. You got
friend.
a point for that. You got a point for Mark being his friend. I tried to get you to guess about why they were having an argument.
I did not guess cheating.
Nope.
And she had nothing to do with animals. And they did not play golf and or polo.
Right. Luckily, that was a bonus thing.
Yeah.
Or I would have given you a point for tennis or golf or a horse thing, but none of those happened. Somehow you guessed the exact amount of sex scenes that would be in this movie. 5.
That feels like so much.
It was. It was way too much.
It was so much. That was ludicrous, the amount of sex scenes that this movie had.
Gross. Also,
yeah.
None of them were good or pleasing in any way.
I'm not saying I've seen a lot of porn. I should probably not admit that. Hi, Mom. But I've seen porn. And basically, like, the entire sex scene was shot, like, walking around the outside of the bed.
It was a peeping Tom.
Because they were hiding behind the, like, curtains and stuff like that. I realize movies are not real life.
Good.
But is that, like, does the person who wrote this think that that is an accurate representation of real life? Because we need to have a conversation. From what I can tell, either only a week passed or, like, a month passed. And at one point, they were even in tuxedos, and they decided to go play pass football. And that was all they did. Were you guys trying on your tuxedos for the wedding? Do you guys just do that on Thursday? Like, why do you have tuxedos? What's going on with that? I feel so awkward for saying this, but I feel like Denny, I'm wondering if it's from his point of view, and if he has a mental handicap, and we were watching this all play out through his point of view. And what was up with the drug thing? Did they just, like, dispose of the drug thug that was on the roof?
He's just chained downstairs in the laundry room.
Or was Johnny such a good guy he gave him a stern warning? And now, like, whenever the drug guy sees him, he's like, Johnny, you're my favorite. This was the blandest non-plot I have ever seen in my entire life. Like, what just happened? I realize we wasted time, but I don't even know what happened.
Well, I'll tell you, after this, we're going to learn a little bit more about Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, God.
And you'll understand how this came to be, I think.
Was this an autobiography? I mean, he hasn't killed himself yet, because he had to be able to act, write, and direct.
You got about 60% on this movie. It is
Ew.
nothing to be proud of.
Nope.
But
I'm glad I didn't get higher. And if you've seen this movie, I'm sorry. And if you haven't seen this movie, you need to watch it only because you don't understand. Like, I cannot explain to you how ridiculous this film is.
don't watch it alone. You might go insane. You need someone there.
Oh, yeah, no, don't watch it alone. No. Get a friend who you don't like or who you like a lot. Because this hurt. I am being a good YouTuber and putting in the normal YouTube things that YouTubers put at the end of their YouTube videos for their viewers to YouTube. YouTube.
You shouldn't have any secrets from me. I'm your future husband.
You sure about that? Maybe I'll change my mind.
Don't talk like that. What do you mean?
What do you think? Women change their minds all the time.
You must be kidding, aren't you?
Look, I don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna go upstairs and wash up and go to bed.
How dare you talk to me like that? You should tell me everything.
I can't talk right now.
Why, Lisa? Why, Lisa? Please talk to me, please. You're part of my life. You are everything. I could not go on without you, Lisa.
You're scaring me.
You are lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
Why are you so hysterical?
Do you understand life? Do you?
I guess what counts as sex.
Uh-oh, are we gonna have to have a congressional hearing?
That's so rude, though. Like, so much time and effort went into this.
Not that much. Not
Okay.
compared to a real movie.
But, like, that, like, I don't know. It just, like, this movie is so disorientating to watch.
Yes.
I feel like if I watched a bunch of NyQuil, this would make a lot more sense.
If you watched NyQuil.
Yeah, if I drank a bunch of NyQuil, this would
Okay.
make so much.
That was the most offensive taunt he could think of.
Well, he's so kind. Johnny is such a good guy.